Hi, hello there, it's Kayla and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. For today's video, we are trying out a good amount of new products that I have never tried out before. For example, today we are trying out the e.l.f. Minty Face Primer Sticky Stuff. We are comparing the OG Tarte Shape Tape to the brand new Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I have the new Colourpop Bambi palette. I got the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. And last but most certainly not freaking least, the brand new Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. So if that sounds interesting to you and if you'd like to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Alright y'all, so the first thing I have here to try out is this e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I've heard great things about this. I've heard this is supposed to be a dupe for the $30 Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which I have right here. So we're going to test that out and see if this really is a dupe. I haven't tried this yet, so we're going to go ahead and pop it open. This is only $8 while this is $30. So hopefully this primer is a dupe for the Milk one. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just pump it on the back of my hand here. Okay, so the color of it is pretty similar to the color of the Milk one. Very interesting. I heard this has a smell. It does. It smells like a minty vanilla. Very tacky. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on this side of my face where my hair clip is, and we'll see what it does. Okay, it is very sticky. Feels a little like glue, not gonna lie. Okay, so this side is very tacky, not very blurring or anything like that. It is just a nice sticky base. So I'm going to use the Hydro Grip on this side of my face, which I've used many of times. I really like this primer. And right now I can tell you this one, the Milk one, is a little less sticky and a little less thick than the e.l.f. one. But so far, they're pretty much the same. I would say the Milk one glides on a little easier than the e.l.f. one, but they're very comparable. Right now, I would say if you are interested in the Milk Hydro Grip, I would definitely try out the e.l.f. Mint one first, just in case you haven't tried a sticky primer before buying the $30 one. Right now, they're very comparable. The Milk one is just a little thinner than the e.l.f. one. They're both sticky. I feel like the e.l.f. one is a little bit more sticky and has dried down a little faster. Neither of them really blur anything in my opinion, so I am going to use a little bit of my Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer just on my T-zone where my big old pores are. Just put this on top right there and in my T-zone. Okay, so now that we are primed, I'm going to go ahead and go into foundation. I don't have a new foundation with me today, so I'm just going to use my NARS Soft Matte Foundation and my Maybelline Fit Me. The NARS I have in the shade Mont Blanc Light 2. And in the Maybelline Fit Me, I have 120 Classic Ivory. I was working outside in my yard and I got a little bit of a tan, and this one is just a little bit too light for me. However, I do like using this one to cover up my blemishes because it's super full coverage. Then I just use the Maybelline one on the rest of my face. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this onto the back of my hand here, and just with a little flat cat tongue brush, I just put it right in the spots where I want it to be. And I just take a sponge and diffuse this a little bit. Now I'm just going to take my Maybelline Fit Me and use this on the rest of my face. And I've really been enjoying applying my foundation with a brush like this and just painting it on and then going in with my sponge and blending it out. I feel like I get more use out of my product and more control, and it just looks a little bit more airbrushed when I do it like this. And see, now I'll just take my sponge and just blend it a little bit more. And the sponge that I'm using is just a dollar sponge from Shop Miss A. This is one of my favorite makeup sponges to use. Y'all, I have to take out my earrings. They're getting in the way. I'm sorry. Alright, so now for concealer, I got the brand new Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer, and we're going to put this up against the original Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. These are both brand new, just got them, haven't opened them yet. I got these both in the shade 12B Fair Beige, and I'm going to use the Ultra Creamy on this side of my face and the OG Shape Tape on this side of my face. So we'll see which one's better. I'm super excited to try this out. So I'm going to start with the OG one. I'm just going to put a little bit of this around my nose and under my eyes. And I did get these when they were on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And now I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender. Alright, so here we have the OG side. Totally normal. I do love the Tarte Shape Tape. Some people say it's too drying. However, I have very oily skin, so I don't mind that. I like it. And I'm just going to set it with some of my Maybelline Fit Me powder and a little sponge from Real Techniques that's used for setting powders. Okay, now we're going to use the Ultra Creamy Concealer. Already, right off the bat, there are some differences between both of these. The Ultra Creamy Concealer has a different sort of lid component. It's more of a light purple and has a light purple top, whereas the OG Tarte Shape Tape has no light purple top and it's a darker purple on the lid. But I'm going to go ahead and use this just in the same areas where I put the OG Shape Tape on this side of my face, and we'll see if there's any differences. I'm also going to put a little bit of this down my nose. Okay, so right off the bat, it's definitely blending out a lot quicker than the OG Shape Tape. It's giving me the same amount of coverage. Is it as drying as the OG Shape Tape? Not quite sure. They both feel about the same. The Ultra Creamy looks a little bit more dewier underneath my eye, although I know I just set this one. But I have to set underneath my eyes immediately or else they just crease up. But it is a little dewier. It is taking less time to blend out, and I feel like it's giving me the same amount of coverage, so I'm going to go ahead and set this under eye. Alright y'all, so while this is baking, I'm going to go ahead and contour, put on blush, do my eyebrows because I don't have any new contour or bronzer or blush products, and come back, take this bake off, and we'll see if there's any differences between the two concealers. Alright, so I'm back. I contoured, I blushed, I bronzed, I eyebrowed, the whole 9 yards, and I went ahead and wiped off the bake. And up close, I'm not really seeing too many differences. The side with the OG Shape Tape does look slightly crackly compared to this side, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see. Alright, so here we have the creamy, here we have the OG. Right here on the outer portion of my eyeball, there is a little bit more crackling happen than on this side with the creamy concealer, but they are the exact same shade. They look fine, really. I don't see any problems with them, so I'm very pleasantly surprised. As far as this goes, the creamy side was just a little bit easier to blend out and took a little less time, whereas the OG just took a little bit more love, a little bit more effort, but I think they both look great. So now for eyes, I have a new little eyeshadow palette. I have the Colourpop Bambi palette. This isn't really new anymore. This came out probably like a month or so ago, and with the way that Colourpop releases stuff, this is like last year, but it's really cute and I wanted to get it. The color story, it's brown, it's right up my alley, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this palette today. The first shade I think I'm gonna go in with is the shade Little April Shower. I'm just gonna take this shade with a Luxie 213 brush and place it all on the outer portion of my eye and bring it up into the crease. Very pigmented. Okay, automatically it is a lot more yellow on your eye than it is in the actual pan. In the pan, it looks more of like a sort of tan, light caramel color, whereas on my eye, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks straight up yellow. That is strange. I've never had anything like this happen with a Colourpop palette. Now I'm dipping into the shade Young Prince just with the same 213 brush and placing this on the outer corner. Okay, same thing happening with this shade. It looks brown in the pan, but on my eye it's definitely pulling orange. Very interesting. I mean, I'm not like mad at it. It looks nice, but it's just not what I expected. It is blending out very nice. It is definitely true Colourpop formula when it comes to the pigmentation and the blendability. Now I'm just taking a little 205 brush from Luxie and slightly blending it out a little bit. Now I'm going to take some of this darker brown shade, kind of bashful, just on the same 213 brush and placing it on the outer portion. Now I'm taking some of the darkest brown shade in here, White Tail, and just lightly placing this on the outer corner of my eye with a MAC 213 brush. Now I'm just lightly buffing it out a little bit. And for the lower lash line, I'm just going to take the shade Kind of Bashful and place it all along the outer portion of my lower lash line, just like about halfway in. Now for the lid, I'm going to take a little bit of this gold shade in here and place it right towards... Oh, that is so gold. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's okay. I'm just not going to use a whole lot. I don't really like golds that are this yellow. Okay, you guys, so this is it for the eye look. I really love the way this turned out. The shades in here are right up my alley. I love warm tone browns. I did have quite a bit of fallout in the pan, but that's to be expected. But so far, it blended out super easily. I love the shades. Love this look, and I'll most definitely be using this palette again.
I love Bambi.
I did a video for Halloween where I turned myself into Bambi. One of my favorite Halloween looks I did last year, but super cute. Love this palette. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner off camera, come back, and we'll get into the brand new Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara. Okay, I'm back. The eyeliner is on. I used my favorite Wet N Wild Megaliner. Love this stuff. Use it every single day. I also went ahead and put on highlighter. For highlighter today, I used my Becca Champagne Pop because of what we're going to get into later. But for now, we're going to go ahead and try out this new Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. I haven't tried this yet. I'm taking it out of the box. I actually got this in my IPSY glam bag, so that was super exciting to see this in there. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. Okay, so we have a short nubby wand. It's definitely very spiky, very plasticky. Let's go ahead and try it out and see what it does. Alright, right off the bat, I feel like it's doing a great job at separating my lashes. Okay, so here we have the difference. No mascara, mascara. Definitely added a whole lot of length, and it looks pretty good right now. It definitely separated them, added a whole lot of length. Volume, meh. This is just the little trial size, so the full size may be different. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. The bottom lash looks really, really nice. Alright, so now we have the mascara on. I haven't really been wearing fake eyelashes lately. I have been growing out my natural lashes with the Babe Lash Eyelash Serum. And and I feel like it's really been working. So I like where my eyelashes are right now. The formula of this is drying. It dries very, very quickly. It did take some building to get it to where it's at right now, but it's nice. I like it. Is it my favorite? I don't think so, but it's good. I like it. Okay, and last but most certainly not freaking least, I have 2 of the brand new Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. I bought these in the shade I'm a Cancer because I myself am a Cancer, and I got the shade Empowered. I tried my darndest to get one of the lip liners. I tried to get it in the shade Chai Tea. However, it sold out immediately. It was in my basket. I was checking out and it said, sorry, this item is sold out. I was so sad. But I did get 2 of the liquid lipsticks, and I cannot tell a lie. I have tried these before, and I will tell you they do last a very long time. They lasted basically a full 8 hours without touching up. Super amazed by the longevity of these. However, the shades I got are not my favorite. I wish I would have gotten something more pinkier than browner, but I am going to put these both on for you today so you can see what they look like, and I'm going to insert some swatches so you can see what they look like to know if these would be the shades for you. I just wish I would have gotten something more on the pinkier side of stuff. These are both kind of brown, but put on my lip liner and show you guys what these look like. Okay, so first I will show the shade Empowered, and for this I'm going to be using my Colourpop BFF lip liner. Alright, so that is on, and here is the shade Empowered. Alright, so here is the shade Empowered. I wish I would have gotten a different one. But this is what it looks like. It is a very light toned sort of suede shade. The applicator on this is very, very small, so you can get nice all up in there, very precise. It is a pretty shade. I just wish I would have gotten something different. It is very lightweight. It's very thin, however it is full coverage, full opacity. It does take about a minute for it to dry down completely, but this is what the shade Empowered looks like. Now we're gonna see what the shade I'm a Cancer looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead, wipe this one off, and just dab my beauty blender on my lips, and I'm just going to use my same Colourpop lip pencil in BFF. And here is the shade I Am a Cancer. It is definitely almost like a chocolatey brown color on my lips. It definitely reminds me of the KVD liquid lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. That one looks a lot like this one. I used to have that one. Don't have it anymore. But that's the vibe that it gives off to me. The formula is exactly the same as the shade Empowered. Very lightweight, full coverage with just one swipe. You don't have to dunk into the component more than once, and it's really nice. I like it. I just wish I would have gotten a different shade. I'm going to put a little bit of the shade Empowered on top of it just to lighten it up a little bit. And the shades do layer very, very well on top of each other. I like it better with both of them instead of just one at a time, if that makes sense. But you guys, this is the final look. How do we like everything? For the most part, everything that I tried out today, I really enjoyed. The Jaclyn Hill liquid lipsticks, they're bomb, not gonna lie. I do want to get more shades of them just because I feel like these ones aren't like the perfect shades for me, but I really like the formula of them. They smell great, by the way. They smell like a vanilla cookie or like cake batter. They smell fantastic, but it's not overpowering. I like the components of these. I like the unicarton that it comes in. The unicarton gives me Anastasia Beverly Hills vibes, very similar to their liquid lipstick components. These are very luxe. They have a nice weight to them. They're pretty. I like that they have this sort of frosted glass at the bottom so you can see what color you're grabbing, and all around they're pretty bomb. For the e.l.f. Mint Cooling Face Primer, I really enjoyed it. If you've thought about getting the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and don't want to spend the $30 on it, I would try this one out first to see if you like a sticky tacky primer, because they are very comparable. The e.l.f. one is a little thicker than the Milk one, and it's also a little stickier. So just be aware of that, but I do think they're very comparable and I did enjoy using this and I will use it in the future. Now, as for the Tarte Shape Tapes, the OG one I've used many of times. Love the OG Tarte Shape Tape. The Ultra Creamy has just as much coverage as the OG one. However, I feel like the Ultra Creamy one was a little bit easier to blend out than the OG. They're both the same full coverage, but yeah, this one just a little easier to blend out. So if you've had issues blending out the OG one and you like the full coverage that it provides, try the Ultra Creamy. I enjoyed it. Not creasy. It's good. As for the Colourpop little Bambi palette, I love it. Love warm tone browns. True Colourpop formula. Easy to blend out. Very pigmented. A+. And the packaging is so cute. The Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara, I had higher expectations for it, but it does look nice. I like my eyelashes. I do think there are drugstore mascaras that you can get that work just as well as this one. For example, the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I've been loving this one lately. So maybe try out this one before you buy the Benefit Magnet one, because this one provides a whole lot of length if that's what you're looking for. And you guys, I think that's it. I think I covered all of my bases. So that is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. All of my social medias and everything I have on my face will be linked in the description box down below. Follow me on Instagram where you can see all of my paintings, a whole bunch of pictures of my cats. It's a good time over there. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.